For this roller coaster, I picked an Intamin Blitz, and my main inspiration was Helix at Liseberg in Sweden. I kind of wanted a multi-launch terrain coaster that kind of went through the woods, and here you can see me building like a little drop out of a station into the first launch. And see, this launch had to be at an incline to go over this rock, and that's exactly what I wanted with this roller coaster. I wanted it to be weaving in and out of terrain, because I thought that would be really cool, just like Helix. And for the first element, I went with sort of type of 0G stall type thing, but not a very long one, quite a short one. You see that I make multiple iterations of this element. I wasn't really happy at the beginning, so I changed it a little bit. And that's the same with most elements that I make in this roller coaster. I did tend to change them towards the end, just make sure the forces were right, just make sure it was smooth. And yeah, so here you can see me building that kind of 0G stall thing and dipping down over the rock. I thought it was really cool. I'm not sure where I got this map from with all the terrain. Maybe I'll leave a link in the description if I find out. And yeah, I was pretty happy with this first element. I think it's a good way to start the ride. I wanted this ride to be focused on mainly airtime, but I also wanted some inversions. So I started making this kind of out-to-back turn, and now that I look back on it, I don't think it had enough turn through it. It gave some solid airtime, minus 0.4, but I'm not too happy with that now. But the beginning doesn't have to be too intense. It flows quite nicely, 2 little airtime pops. The second one was noticeably smaller, and that one I did change a lot later, just profiling wise. And now we have like a twisted airtime here, and I'm a big fan of this element. It looks really smooth, and it gives some nice flow of airtime over the top. I was pretty happy with this one. See, I had to clear out some trees for the next bit of track. I kind of did like a turn into a second launch, and this second launch was also an incline, just like the first one. I wasn't really planning it, but that's just how the terrain was. And yeah, over here you can see me smoothing a lot throughout this video, and I'm just making sure that the laterals are okay, not too much. I tried to go not above 1 lateral G on my roller coasters, especially for like a launch coaster like this. Maybe for a wooden coaster or an RMC, I'll let it a little bit more, but I try aim below 1. But it's okay if it hits a little bit above 1. So as you can see, after this launch, I think this launch went up to 60 miles per hour, and I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do after this launch. Right here, I think I was going for like a top hat sort of thing, like an inverted top hat, but I decided on like a little airtime dip first before I did anything. Just a different experience. Most rides go straight into the top hat, and I wanted to change it. So as you can see here, I'm building the pull up into the top hat. This was the most forceful bit of a ride in terms of positives. It hit like 4.3 positive Gs, I think, something like that. So yeah, but the thing about this coaster, I wanted it to stay relatively close to the terrain throughout most of the ride. So this top hat was one of those moments where it kind of strayed a little bit from the rock work, but I think that was okay. I wanted to just get high so I could do my next element, which is going to be a triple down. And this triple down, I got the inspiration from Lightning Rod, an RMC in the USA. And I just thought it looks like a really cool element, kind of going down that cliffside. I mean, not really cliffside, going down that hill. And yeah, I thought I wanted to do that kind of. I mean, on Lightning Rod it's a quad down, but here I only did a triple down because that's all I had space for. And I was really happy with this element. As you can see, the second airtime dip is a little bit out the banked as well. And then the 2 other ones are not banked. And I have to get rid of a lot of trees in this video. See, I test this ride a lot just to make sure the forces are good, and I end up changing a lot of things. Like, that was way too forceful, so I kind of made it a little bit more mild, and I pull up into the next element. Off camera, I did a lot of thinking, and I decided that the next element will be an Inversion, the one that I'm finishing building right now, and it's really drawn out, so there's a lot of hang time on it, because I wanted another inversion since I hadn't done one in a while. The next element I would do is an airtime hill, which kind of twisted to the side a little bit. And this element isn't that strong, only gave a little bit of float or airtime, but that's okay. I feel like this is a point of a ride where it's a little bit chill before things get a little bit intense, since the intense bit is yet to come. I kind of swoop down after the second half of airtime. I swoop down around this rock, and I thought that looked really cool. Very good decision. I'm smoothing the bit I just did right now, watching the train go by, seeing the pacing. And now, as I swoop past this rock, I go for my third inversion, I think it is. Yeah, third inversion. I wanted this to be like a really fast, snappy, maybe heartline roll, and it goes down a little bit. So it's not just like a flat heartline roll, it goes down with the terrain, because you know, I want to stick close to the terrain. And it goes past the rock. Oh, I really love the placing of this element. I got quite lucky. I wasn't planning it. I kind of just wing everything. So, yeah. And then after that, I kind of pull up. I wasn't too sure what to do here. I think I was quite stuck. I mean, in the end, I decided to go for Overbank. I think that's me trying to go for like a wave turn type thing. But, I decided not to go for the wave turn. I think I have a lot of airtime on this ride already. And I was planning a lot more. So I just went for a simple overbank because I think the overbanks on Taron and other Intamin blitzes are so cool. Here you can see me for going for like another kind of outer bank idea. They do look quite good, but as I said, those overbanks on Taron look so nice. Especially, I think it's the overbank after the second launch. Yeah, that's kind of my inspiration for this element. You dip down quite a lot. And yeah, I wanted to get really close to the trees and ground so you can kind of weave through the forest once I make the scenery. And yeah, as you can see here, I'm just smoothing this overbank turn, making sure the pacing's alright. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that through this video, probably a lot. Making sure the pacing's alright, just smoothing. And here, at this point, I think this might be the fastest point of the ride, maybe apart from right after the second launch. And here I kind of wanted to go for like an S turn, like a low snappy turn along the ground. I gave a little bit of airtime, but I decided not to. I decided to go for, in the end, I decided to go for a massive airtime hill since I didn't really have any large airtime moments on the ride, only small ones. And I'm traveling towards the water's direction is because I kind of took, I mean, not just small inspiration, a large inspiration from Velocicoaster. I kind of wanted my own signature moment over water, since I thought that would be really cool after just weaving through the rocks and trees to go over water and do some sort of snappy inversion. And you'll see what it is later. Finishing off the airtime hill, I'm really happy with this element. It gives some strong floater airtime, and over here, as you can see, I'm doing my first iteration of this signature element. First I thought of like a really low 0G stall. I don't know how realistic that would be. I've never really seen it. And here I dip down like a second little airtime pop after the first large airtime hill, and I start the roll. This kind of like a Mosasaurus roll. I'm blatantly copying, but I've heard the Mosasaurus roll has inverted airtime. I'm not sure how I managed to do that. It's very impressive. Maybe one day I'll go on Velocicoaster and I'll see for myself. So over here I'm just testing. Okay, again I'm testing the ride, smoothing it, making sure the pacing's alright. And it seems like I've stuck with this kind of snappy roll for a while. But as you can recall, I already have like a really snappy roll back on the mainland, should I say, because we're over water now. And as you can see, I started going for a 0G roll, and this is what I ended up going for. I mean, first, okay, I forgot about this. First I go for an element kind of like a double inverting stall on Untamed, because I thought that would be really cool on like a launch coaster, not like an RMC. But I end up going for like a 0G roll that kind of snaps through and twists down. I'm not too sure how to explain it, but it's something unique. I haven't really seen this before, and I think in the end it ended up a little bit too forceful, like it rolled a little bit too fast, maybe unrealistic, but I kind of wanted my own like signature moment on this ride. I wanted it to stand out, be unique, since I don't think the rest of this ride have that wow factor. I think it's just been decent until now. And yeah, here you go, this kind of really snappy roll. It took me a long time to get the forces and laterals on this roll in tune, and I'll probably change it later along the way. I mean, it stays the same, but I'll probably change the profiling later. So as it goes through this roll, yeah, I think you can see me testing, looking at the forces, looking at the train. It looks quite unnatural. It rolls too hard. So for the next few minutes, I mean, it's a time lapse, but for the next few minutes, I think I just spent perfecting that roll, unless I maybe cut it out. Anyway, here I go for another airtime hill. You can never have enough airtime hills, in my opinion, on a ride. I'll go for like another small airtime pop, and I start going for something inspired by Maverick, or maybe Intimidator 3 or 5, but they're not quite as intense. But I go for like these low turns which just snap and change direction, because I thought it would be really cool as I meander my way back into the station now that I'm on the mainland. And yeah, because this ride focuses more on positives. This ride focuses more on negatives and airtime than positive forces. So I kind of tried to do that here. Here I tried to build the brake run early, and this is when I changed everything, because I wasn't too sure how to get the train back into the station. And yeah, and also this last moment where it's kind of like those low turns, I thought would be really cool, since this is meant to be a terrain coaster. So going low to the ground through the forests while you're going this fast would be quite cool, I think. Something like two tatis, two tatis, kind of does that. I mean, I don't think two tatis is meant to be a terrain coaster, but it kind of travels through the woods, and yeah, it's another roller coaster that I wish to go on one day. Yeah. So here I go for another overback turn, like Taron. The second one on this ride, I'm pretty sure, and into the brakes. Now, it's quite embarrassing. I'm having trouble aligning the brakes. I didn't really want to change the overbank because I was happy with it, and I didn't really want to change the exit of the overbank because I really liked it. So I was quite stubborn. I was trying to move the brakes in certain ways, but it wasn't working. Probably not my proudest moment, but I think overall I was fairly happy with this ride. I don't think it would be the best Intamin Blitz. I still think other Intamin Blitzes have some crazier moments, so like the Mosasaurus roll on Velocicoaster, and like some other moments on other Intamin Blitzes and launch coasters. But I think it did beat out Helix at Liseberg, which was the inspiration for this ride, kind of. Well, even though it's a Mack launch coaster, I took inspiration from Helix since I don't think there's any like pure terrain coasters built by Intamin. At least launch coasters, and if there is, put one in the comments, because I'm not too sure. And yeah, so I inspired this from Helix, a very loose inspiration. I didn't really look at Helix's POV. I just kind of knew how it meandered through the forest, did some cool inversions, had some hang time, had some air time, and yeah. Alright, the rest of this video I'm probably smoothing, changing the different banking of different areas, testing the ride. So I won't bore you guys with that. We're going to go to a POV, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching the video, and yeah, enjoy the POV.